Hi there and welcome to this beer clipper video. Now this is another in my series of building with Rosie, where I hobby with her and we make things sometimes that I decide, sometimes that she decides. And this one was one that she decided on. So she has many toys, many cuddly toys, many dolls. And she wanted to have a bed for her doll, her favourite doll at the time. So we made one together and it was brilliant, and it went into her bedroom. It's still there now. Sadly, Rosie isn't. She's gone, not living with him anymore. So I think that the outcome of this is listen to your kids, do what they want, and bring them into your hobbies so that you can spend lots and lots of time with them, because you never know when they're going to go. You could never have too much time with them, and things come to an end far too fast. So that's my takeaway for this one. Hopefully this would inspire you to think about that and maybe do some hobbying, or if there's something else that you do that you like, bring your kids along, take them for a walk, take them to the football, whatever it is. Just spend time with them. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you again at the end. Right, we have a new project, don't we, love?
Yeah.
Do you want to explain what you want to do? This is Rosie's idea, so we're going to do it. What do you want to do, love?
We're going to make a bed for my doll. We're going to put it inside. When it's painted, what is going to be in here, pink, is going to be on these.
And it's going to be a 4-poster bed, isn't it?
I don't know what colour she wants under it.
We'll have to ask her. But it's going to be a 4-poster bed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start to look at this base. This is going to be the bed part, the bottom part. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue the tabs down to the side so that it will sit like this and be a solid base lifted off the ground, and that will also go like that. And then when that's dried, we'll put some uprights here and here and here and here, and we'll have a top over the top, and then it'll be a 4-poster bed, won't it?
Yeah, but
Shh, don't shout. Mummy's asleep.
But then we have to paint it.
Well, then we have to paint it, yeah. So what we're going to do to glue it is make use of my Grabby glue, because it's awesome, and lots of clamps. So we'll do I know. So we'll do one of these, and then we'll turn the camera off and we'll do the rest off camera, because it's all going to be the same. But basically we're going to put a smear of glue in like this, down the side.
Ooh, it looks
like this.
It just looks like a mountains.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Or like waves in the sea.
Crashing waves.
And then with a clamp, what we'll do is bend that over, and then come in with a clamp and clamp it. And get another clamp and clamp it. And get another clamp and clamp it there. So what we'll do is we'll do that on all 4 sides. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then let that dry, and while that's drying, I'll plan out and get some materials to do the uprights of the bed. So that's that. What is she saying to you?
She said she wants some shells.
She wants some shells. Okay, well we can decorate it when it's built, but that's a really nice idea. Right, say bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye, Dolly. What's Dolly's name, by the way? Tickles, was it?
Yeah.
Tickles. Say bye-bye, Tickles.
Bye.
There we are. Right, we've got that glued up, so we'll let that set. And now, as I said, it's going to be time to work out how to do the roof of the bed. Right, we're going to do the next bit on the bed now. So what I've been doing, I'm just going to show you, Rosie. So what I've been doing is I've just been trimming off some of this thick XPS, and I'm just working out, careful Rosie, don't make too much noise. I'm just working out how we're going to do this and what height we want it to be. So if I just get this lined up now, very carefully, it's a large piece, so I'm making use of a cut-off. If we offer that up like this, you can see that the full height of this is going to be much too high, I think. So I'm just going to take a few measurements, work out how high I need this to be cut.
It needs to be cut here.
I think a little bit higher than that, maybe to there, I reckon.
Right here.
No, because you need to get your dolly in. So let's maybe you can go and get your dolly, and then we can work it out. If you go and run your dolly, and we'll get some measurements, and then I'll use the Proxon to cut this with Rosie out of the room because the fumes are not good. And once I've got the 4 uprights, what I am thinking of doing is making it so that they sit in. So cutting the corner out so it sits in around there, and that will actually also help to secure and square up the whole thing as well. So I'm thinking about doing that. So once I've got the heights, the dimensions, got it all cut, show what it looks like. Right, so we had a discussion and we worked out our heights, which was 35 centimeters. So what I've done is I've cut 4 of these to that length, and I've just had a little bit of a play, and this is going to be doable. Made a bit of a rough cut on this side, but basically I'm going to cut this out and glue that in place like so. And like I say, that will look a little bit better, and also, oh careful Rosie, and also it will be a little bit more secure. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'm doing this cutting because it's using a very sharp knife, so I'm doing this for Rosie, and yeah, I will get these 4 bits all to that stage and then bring you back and show you the next step. Right then, we've got 4 of these made, so what we're going to do now is going to glue them on, aren't we love?
Yeah.
There's your dolly. Right, so going to make use again of the Moment Fix Extreme Power, my Grabby glue.
Dolly is going to go right here.
Yeah, she's going to sleep there, isn't she? It's going to be very cool. So what we're going to do, oh steady on, is going to put a bead down there and a bead down there, and I'll do one of these on shot and then the others off because it's going to be a bit fiddly and there's a bit of clamping to be done. So that then gets pushed and forced in like that, and then I've got these clamps here which will just be open enough to clamp in there, and then turning it around I can clamp there. Oh, and get another one of these and clamp it there. And that should be that. There we are. Actually, no, I need it to be a little bit higher up. Anyway, that's the idea. So I'll get this done off camera because it's a bit awkward. And then there we are. That's better. And then when it's done and all glued together and everything, I will come back and show you what it looks like. So clearly this is upside down right now, but yeah, that's how it's going to be. So all the glue's on and all of the clamps are on, and I'm just going to leave that now, and I've got to exit this room because the men are about to start putting my fan in, which is very, very exciting. So yeah, I'll move this outside, leave it out in the corridor so it doesn't get bashed with anything that falls down, though it has been very dust free so far. But anyway, exciting times, and I've had a lot of fun with this with Rosie. She's looking forward to the painting more, I think. So yeah. Well, today Andrew and Rosie are going to be getting the material together to dress the bed, do the bedding. So what I'm doing now, this might be a bit thick, but I'm going to do a thick mattress, and I'm making use of my sled here and my hot wire cutter to do my absolute best to get a straight line cut. So this sled was a present from my parents, which I really appreciate. I don't use it very often, but you can see that it makes doing things like this a lot easier. So yeah, so we'll get this cut to size, and then once it's cut to size, I'll show what it looks like, and we'll get it bedded in. I might have made a bit of a mistake. No shot there in terms of the dimensions of the uprights. Might be a little bit difficult for me to fit this bed in. It's going to fall when it's cut, hopefully. Or did it not cut all the way through? Ah, it didn't cut all the way through. Right, I'm going to do that again. That should have cut all the way through, but it was bending, obviously. Right, I'll do that again off camera. Make sure it's bent and it's not cut all the way through. So yeah, I'll get this all cut out off camera, tell you of any other challenges I have, and then show you what my next steps are going to be. Okay, so I've got that cut out. I ended up using the Proxon, so I actually got a square cut. But yeah, that hot wire foam factory wand is, I think, a little old. It just bends, it doesn't really hold its shape. So what I was muttering about at the end about another mistake I made is true. I should have cut these notches out so that this thick bed could slot in there. So what I'm doing is I've got the knife, I've done that side just to check it works, and it's going to be 4.5 centimetres higher. So what we're doing is we're just slicing this out, extending this cut up slightly so that we can fit the mattress in. And once I've done this cutting, I'll be taking this all downstairs, giving it to Angela and Rosie, and they can find the material, and then we will put the curtains on and make the mattress up and all that stuff. But yeah, so we're not far off. Do a bit of painting, which is what Rosie is most excited about. As you can see, it's not all that difficult to do that. So yeah, and that will now slot in nicely-ish. Yeah, it'll be fine. Right, I will get that done. We'll come back once all the materials are picked. Today, Angela and Rosie did the bed. They've made themselves a lovely pillow here, and we've got the bedding on and a little mattress, and it's all made out of Rosie's old clothes, which is really cool. They're clothes that she loved very much, and she is growing out of them, so now she will be able to get the benefit. She won't lose them. She can play with them and remember her lovely Care Bear dress, which was one of her favourite dresses, and the 2 heart dresses. So really good job. They're really lovely, really well done, and I absolutely love it when we're all working on things together, so that's good. So the next step is to paint this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down and spray paint this black just to get it primed, and you can spray paint this stuff particularly, but if you keep the can away, it's okay. And then we're going to paint the rest of it pink, I think. And then finally, some more clothes that Rosie loved that she doesn't fit into are these sparkly ones, and she wants these to be hanging down as the around these sides, so that's really nice as well. So I'll probably do the spray painting on my own. It's not really something you want your 5-year-old to be around, and then maybe tomorrow we'll be able to get to painting it pink, which is pretty cool. This is coming on nicely. Right, I've sprayed this with black spray, but it's not taking as much as I want it to, so I'm going to come along with normal black paint and slap that over, and it's going to take a couple of applications, I think, but we'll get there. So I'm getting this done because Rosie is downstairs playing in her room, and I did tell her that I would get the black paint done for her, so she didn't have to do it. Just need a bit of water. So yes, it's not going to film all of this. It's just me slapping black paint onto the XPS. The cardboard took the spray paint fine. I didn't melt the XPS. It just hasn't really caught. That's all. Hasn't really taken. So yeah, I just need to get a better coverage. So anyway, I'll get this done and show you. Well, bring it back for the next step, which will be with Rosie. And the reason I'm painting this black is just so that it's not. I mean, the green colour doesn't really fit with what she wants. If I'd used the pink foam, then it might have been alright, but I didn't. So yeah, there we are. We'll get this done, and I'll bring it back when I get to the next stage, whenever that is. Nearly there. Right, so we are about to paint this pink. I managed to get it all painted black very successfully. So Rosie's here with her brush. Get a little bit of water on your brush.
Oh, sorry.
And then a little bit of paint on your brush. And then we're going to start painting it all pink. So just paint down the sides.
I'll have it.
Yep, and that's it. So I'm not going to film all of this because it's just going to be lots of this. You don't need more. You need to get your paintbrush wet, love, or it won't spread. Put your brush in the water.
Okay.
So I'm not going to film all this because it's just going to be a lot of repeated of this, of us painting lots of pink all over the outsides of this. However, I will bring you back when we're done and show you what it looks like. May need to do 2 coats, not sure, but we shall see what it looks like when it is done. But you excited, Roo?
Yes!
Yes!
I'm so glad that Teddy has a bed.
Yeah, we're very cool. So we'll hopefully get this finished soon so that your Teddy can have her bed next to yours in your bedroom, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
My den bedroom.
Your den in your bedroom, yeah. Right, so yeah, we'll come back when this is all painted and show you what it looks like.
Look, it's a bit black here.
Yeah, that's what you've got to get your coverage right. So keep painting until you've got all your coverage. And remember, we can do 2 coats. That's a good way to get it nice and solid colour, is to do 2 coats. Well, here we are, next day, and it's dried to this. You can see I've not touched this. So I've not shown this to Rosie yet. Yesterday she was pretty convinced that we wouldn't do a second coat because her princess was happy with how it looked. But I'm pretty convinced that we do need to do a second coat. So I'm going to ask her, I'm going to show it to her and try to persuade her that we need to put some more paint on that because, yeah, for me that's not good enough. But it is hers, so if she's absolutely convinced that she doesn't want any more, then we won't do any more. So we shall see. So either the next clip on this will be me and her putting a second coat on, or we'll be starting on the top. Now, I'm not totally sure how I'm going to do the top. I am thinking about potentially trying to find some more material. If not, then I will probably get some cardboard, spray paint it black and glue it on top and just leave it as that, because the sides are, or spray paint it dark blue maybe, because the sides are going to be kind of like sparkly dark blue black material. Anyway, let's see how it goes, see what she says. Alright, so the next steps of this, we've me and Rosie have just been looking at the sparkly material and working out how we're going to do this. And I reckon I've cut that in half, one in half, and then I've opened the leg up. And I reckon that's going to look quite nice, kind of tied like that, kind of draped like that. So what I think we can do is have one on each of the 4 corners, and then we will get this cardboard and we will stick it on top. Rosie wants to paint the underside red as well, so that's what we're going to do now. So we're just going to get the knife out.
Red here.
Red on top as well. Okay, we'll paint it all red and then we'll stick it on top. So we're just going to get this cut out and get it painted, and then we'll be back probably when we're going to be sticking the material on. Okay, so we've cut out our cardboard and Rosie is now going to paint this red. So we're going to paint both sides. So
I'm painting myself.
Don't paint your face. Right, so get the paint out of there and paint it on here. And you've got to cover it all.
Yeah, and then the other side.
And then the other side, but the other side will be later because this side will need to dry first. Right, so we'll get that painted and bring it back and show what it looks like when it's done. Right, so Rosie's recording her own little film, which is really cool. So what we're about to do now is we're going to glue this top on. So we're going to go for the Grabby glue. Do you want to help me with the Grabby glue, or do you want to run your own camera?
I want to run my own camera.
Okay, right, so
we can get a video of doing the bed.
Yeah, so we'll put some Grabby glue on top of each of the uprights like this.
I never stop.
Oh, I've got a little bit of gunk there, get rid of that. And then, once we've got our Grabby glue in place...
What is good?
It's basically dried up Grabby glue which had stuck to the nozzle. So with that done, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to stick it on top.
Yes,
Like this.
is very simple.
Like that, like that, and that, like that. And then press down. That's it, good girl.
And now we can do the sticky flowers.
Yeah, so after this is dried, we'll leave it for a little bit. Keep pointing it where you're going, don't point it down. After this is dried, then we've got the material which we will eventually put there as curtains, and then it'll be done. So we'll let that dry and we'll come...
We have to stick some flowers on.
Oh yeah, you want to get some flowers, so you might want to, well, maybe we'll try and find some flowers as well, get some flowers printed out. So there we are, that's that. You're going to say goodbye to my camera?
Bye.
Shall I say goodbye to your camera? Bye-bye! Okay, so we've done a little bit of experimenting, me and Rosie just now, and as you can see, we have our first curtain on, which looks really good. So what I'm doing just now is I'm cutting out the second curtain, so I'm just going down the seam, which is on the inside leg, and that is going to allow me to open this up in the same way as the other one. So I'll get that done, and then show you what the next step will be in this process, and then we'll have 2 more to do. So we'll just do this one on camera, I think. Rosie is currently playing with Xena on the sofa, aren't you, love? Yeah, right, let's get this. She is covered in hairs, that's because she's a dog. Yeah, right, I'm going to get this cut out now. So I've got that opened up now, so the next step is going to be to cut this out so that it's not covering over the top, because Rosie wants to have the top of this exposed. So we've got this hanging down right to the bottom there, so that's the right length, and I've got this golden pen which shows up on the blue material.
Can I see?
You climb up on your step, And so that is where I'm going to cut. So I'll get that cut out now. And
so goldy.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I'll get that cut out now. These scissors that I bought in Belgium all those years ago were just superb. Right, so they cut through the material really nicely. And once this is cut out, we then will be using the Grabby glue, and I will encourage and invite Rosie to join me to do that because she's good at doing that. So we'll get this cut out now.
Coming.
All right, a second. There we are, so that is cut. So the next thing to do is just mark where I want to run my bead of glue. So it's going to be to there, and it's going to be to there. Right, Rosie, do you want to help with the glue?
Oh yeah.
Help you help.
Glue.
Right, so we will put some glue on. Wait a second. Yeah, you help me guide it. Just like that, and then from there and down. So just put a bead of the Grabby glue, and then if we turn this a bit so you can reach, I'll get this situated and then you can help press it down, yeah?
Yeah, and on the other side it's going to be this.
Yeah, we'll do the other ones. So you're going to help press?
Yeah.
There you go. And then when that's set, very good, that was super, well done. So when that's set, what I think I'll do is actually come over here with some PVA glue and just run PVA over the top here to keep that edge down so it doesn't get damaged in the future. So there we are, we have two sides of our thing done. We'll do the next side now, the other side now.
Keep it on.
We'll do the other side now, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all completed.
Here is the bed for Princess. She's in the bed. See there?
There we are. Wow, and does she like it?
Yes, she loves it.
It's really cool.
On a birthday party.
Very good. So you've got it sat next to your own bed so that she can go to bed when you go to bed, yeah?
It's but it's 9 o'clock when she goes to bed.
She goes to bed later than you, does she? Anyway, I think that looks really cool. Thank you for showing me, Rosie, and thank you for helping. We did a really good job together. You did really good well, didn't you? Right, what did you say to the camera? Bye. So there we are, what a great result. I loved making this. It was such a good thing, and when I go into a room it's still there, sat next to a bed, and so I get a big smile when I see it, and that's very, very important. I hope this inspires you to maybe do some hobbying, to spend some time with your kids, and to realise what's important in life, because yeah, it is important. I'll stop rambling now. I'll say, as I always do, thank you very much for watching, and to everyone, please do stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.